knew something was terribly wrong and rushed over to knock Tommy down. As our father kept shooting at us, I finally understood. Dad had driven us over 3 hours into this remote wilderness, just to get rid of us. To survive, I dragged Tommy backward as we crawled away. Only after we got about 20 meters away did I dare to slowly lift my head and look around. But by then, Dad was already gone. I watched as he poured gasoline from the car and set our vehicle on fire. To stay alive, I told Tommy to stay put while I carefully approached the burning car to search for supplies. I knew we had to get back to the city as soon as possible, or we'd die of thirst or hunger out here in this empty desert. Night fell quickly, and after walking all day we were parched. But because we left in such a rush, we didn't have time to grab any drinking water. To save our energy, I told Tommy we should both ignore our thirst and get some sleep. As soon as the sun came up the next day, I got Tommy moving. To get a sense of the area, I decided we should climb to the top of a nearby mountain. I almost slipped and fell on the way up, but we both moved carefully and finally made it to the summit after a lot of struggle. But when we stood at the top and looked around, what I saw completely broke my heart. Everywhere I looked, there were just mountains stretching on and on. No sign of the city anywhere. Even worse, we had no drinking water and we needed to find a source soon. After walking for miles and miles, we still couldn't find any water. We had no choice but to rest and save our strength. Luckily, I found a few drops of water in a broken can and immediately gave it to Tommy. After a short rest, we kept going. At first, Tommy was curious about everything around him and happily followed along. But under the burning desert sun, he quickly started losing water from his body. While climbing over a hill, Tommy's legs gave out and he collapsed. Seeing my little brother lying on the ground with signs of dehydration, I quickly grabbed our dropped supplies and tried to encourage him to keep moving. But after 3 days without food, Tommy just didn't have the strength. I had no choice but to carry Tommy on my back and keep going. I don't know how long we walked, but suddenly I noticed green plants up ahead. At first I thought I was seeing things, but when Tommy said he could see the plants too, we immediately headed toward them.